Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today I thought we'd take a look at the DC Collectibles Icon Series #1 Batman. Now, whenever I first saw this Icon Series launch, I decided I only wanted the Batman-related figures, but after getting this in hand, I decided that I kind of want them all now. I think it's really that good of a figure. Now, the one complaint, I'll go ahead and address it right now. Some people are saying that he's a little too short. Here is NECA's 7-inch Batman figure, so this is supposed to be kind of in the 6-inch line. So obviously, whenever you show it with a 7-inch figure, it's going to look a lot shorter. But grab some other figures that are supposed to be basically in the 6-inch line. Here is the DC Collectibles Animated Series Batman. So he is a little bit taller, but not by a whole lot. And then bringing in the Injustice Batman, as you can see, he's quite a bit taller there as well. So I would say probably about 5 3/4 of an inch is how tall he is. And if that's how they all are, all the figures that they're going to be releasing, I think some of them, the early one, they're going to have Superman, they're going to have, Green Lantern, John Stewart, The Flash, all those. If they're all about the same height, then I'm totally cool with that. But anyways, just taking a look at the figure, I think it's a nice mixture too. So there's been a lot of different versions of Batmans over the years. You got the new one that's going to be in the Batman versus Superman. So you got that design. You have the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton design, which that's my personal favorite. You have the animated series, a couple of other ones that I just showed you. There's a 66 Batman. So I think that this is kind of like a perfect mixture of some of those best ones, and I really do dig it a lot. And just kind of giving you a little 360 here so you can kind of see what you get. I've seen some designer series that there's some of the same cues that they've taken with some of the scrunched up, like here, and the suit. And you can kind of see it in the belly there. And also the suit and the inner leg, where the suit's a little bit scrunched up as well. So, excuse me, I like that. Also, the Bat logo there, it's kind of a mixture of a few of the other ones as well. So I do like that they didn't stick with just, one that we just know. Let's say like like the one from the animated series, which is the same one from the Tim Burton movies. This is kind of a mixture between a few different versions, and I do dig it. Same thing with the ears. They went with kind of a medium, not too short, but they're not extremely long either. So I think it's just kind of like the perfect marriage, the way they did the cow. So anyways, let's take a look at some of the accessories that you do get. So you get 5 hands. First off, you saw that we are holding the Batarangs. So you get these 2 open hands, and they hold the Batarangs just fine. Then you also get, just like you do with like every figure ever made, 2 fists. You can see those. If the camera would focus, that'd be great. Let's do this. All right, so you get the 2 fists, as you can see there. And then you also get this fist right here that I like that they include it where it's already holding the accessory, and not that it comes with a fist and the accessory, and now you got to try to figure, get it to hold it. So it's already molded in, and as you can see, they did paint it silver, so it's 2 different colors there, and they stuck with the blue there. You get this black little grappling hook. It does have the string, and you could hook that on something. That way, if he wanted to hold it and have them hanging from something, so that's how I can kind of see how you'd use that. Then you get 2 Batarangs. I'm glad that they gave us a second, or an additional one. Most of the time you only get 1. I like the idea of having more than 1. So that way, if you wanted to pose them with both of them, then I think kind of it's a little bit better than some of the other cheesy accessories that we've got in the past. All right, so taking a look at the face, I think it looks really good with the white. They stayed in the lines pretty well. Also, a detail I wanted to point out with the lips. The lips are actually a different color. They're a little like you have the flesh tone here with his cheeks, and chin. Well, it's like a little bit more pink, I guess, or shinier where the lips are, just like you would on a normal human. So I like that they just didn't like paint it all just one color and be like, okay, well, that's good enough. But they stayed in the lines really well. I like that. Like again, with the eyes being white, they stayed in the lines very well. So very good job there. The cape, it is, one of those kind of soft rubbery capes. I'm usually a bigger fan of cloth, but I actually kind of like this cape. It's pretty sweet looking. The details, even on the back, you can see it all scrunched up. So kind of see there with the suit and even his muscles. Also want to point out the utility belt, where it's kind of this brown color, but then there's some lighter tones put in there as well around the edges to give it a little bit more detail. Same thing here on the front. So it looks like, it's been beat up a little bit. And then you have a gold buckle, so you have some metallic gold going around the front end, which is really cool. There's some more scrunches, that are kind of just built into the mold. So that's what I was talking about. I like that. I think it's the, is it the J. Lee design or something, where there's like scrunches like all over the place and it's just a little too much. This, it's, here and there, and it's kind of subtle, so I do like that. And, looking at the boots, very shiny, and the gauntlets, very shiny. So where, here at the crotch or the little underoos, they don't have that shiny tone to them, so it's a little bit different. Just like it is on the cow. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head, it is on a ball joint, so you can get that side-to-side motion. It does go front and back, as you can kind of see here. And so you can get quite a few poses out of that. The arms, they go in and out about thus far, so they just go right out. They can also, turn here. The biceps, they have a swivel. And then you have the elbow, which can go 90 degrees. I do like that they got the little elbow down there. It's nice, but it just goes 90 degrees here. The gauntlets, they do not rotate, but you do have the fist that does rotate, and it also goes back and forth, 2 clicks each way. All right, so as far as, waist and it turning, not necessarily like a waist turn, but it's here at the ab section to where you can twist this around, but you can also like bend it back. So there's a lot of movements you can get out of that because of the ball joint. Then as far as this part down here, this goes back and forth. So there's another joint in there for some movements. The one negative, it may be, that I have with this is there's no thigh cut, so there's nothing to rotate, but the legs are on a ball joint, each one of them. You can go out all the way. Can't really go back because of the butt. Go this far forward. But there's no turning here, so you're just kind of stuck there. It would have been nice just to have a thigh cut, even if you just put it right there where it breaks at the underoos and the legs. Yeah, it would have been kind of helpful. But it does make up for it a little bit later on. The legs or the knees, they can go back thus far. The boots actually rotate. So some of those poses that you wanted to get them, sideways or at an angle, you just have to kind of rotate the boot a little bit, and you can pull those off. As far as the feet, they go back and forth, and then they also turn that joint. So if you wanted to, we'll go ahead and put him and just kind of a quick pose. So rotating the head, rotating here a little bit at the abs. We're going to bring this foot, and then because we don't have that thigh cut, we're just going to rotate the boot a little bit, as you can kind of see there. So it still looks good. It's not too awkward looking, with the boot. So and then you could put the Batarangs in there. But that's basically a look at the Icon Series Batman, which I do like a lot. I think it looks really good. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will be bringing all the icons to you, so I plan on collecting them all, unless there's one that just looks completely garbage. But so far, from looking at them, they all look good. So thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you guys later. Peace.